Okay, so here's another one of these lookout points that I just like found on the map, basically, right? But what's crazy about this is that, I mean, it's not like this is the first time you've seen a lookout and people park on the street and go check it out, right? But this whole road is so curvy, and I mean, you come over the hills and you literally cannot see over the dash. But what's hilarious is that all along this road people pull over, not just at this point. They pull over and then like they have friends that are like looking out and everything, and they look for a time when there's no cars, and then they stand in the middle of the street and they take pictures of each other. Like, it's really I mean, it's pretty dangerous, but it's also, you know, comical, right? Like, I mean, look at this guy, like the people standing, it's awesome. Now there was a pig on the other side of this van that I kind of wanted to check out, but I think I'll just walk down here and check this out for a little bit. Oh my God, there's like this, I mean, they have to be dressed up for something, right? Anyway, but what's interesting on the map is that there's a lookout, and potentially it's like on a path up there and I need to go up there. I don't really know. I'm gonna look down this area first, but I don't believe that like I can just like walk down. No, well, I could if I had like boots on or something, hiking. Oh yeah, it's just like runoff down there. All right, so see, check it out. Like they're all they're all getting in the middle of this. And what's funny, like there's like one guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 11 women, and then there's one guy that's like, okay, yeah, take the picture. Now the cars come. I mean, it's awesome. It's like this sport, so that they like don't get. This is awesome. Hello, YouTube. This is awesome, man. I love this. This is like hilarious. Anyway, see, they're down. Oh my God, he's gonna like sit in the middle of the. This is fantastic. This is great, dude. This is better than the X Games. Car. I hope she sees it. No one really goes very fast though, so it's not like it's super dangerous. But let me cross the street and see after these cars go. Let me cross. Oh yeah, I think there's still a pig over there. And I guess I should have done like the mirror thing, huh? I should have like pushed the mirrors in. It's got that switch on the. Okay, hold on. I'll do that here in a second. I tried to like really hug the edge. I think I did a pretty good job. But I mean, according to the map, right, there's this like lookout. So I'm thinking there's like this trail up there. So I don't know. I'll have to check it out. This is not the kind of road that you drive down if you're impatient, because I mean, obviously you're gonna have to stop, you know, and slow down. And what do we call them at home? Looky-loo. Well, they're not really looky-loos, I suppose. But I'm gonna hop in here real quick, and I'm gonna hit the mirror thing. And then, oh, it didn't do it. Oh, that's lame. Oh well, I did it manually. That works. And I don't really know why, like, I have my hazards on, right? But I guess if I do that, then somehow that gives me permission to park there. So I'm gonna. Okay, there's a car coming, but I do want to see a pig. Yeah, that's what I thought. Awesome. Very cool. That's great. I'm sure he eats well with all the people stopping around here. That's fantastic. All right, so, okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm basically gonna sacrifice the body of other people for my enjoyment. So if those people haven't got hit by a car yet, then I will not get hit by a car yet. So I got that going for me. So now, the question though is this, no, it's just like, it's not, I mean, I guess you could walk, you know, I mean, if I wanted to get bitten by mosquitoes, right? I mean, that'd probably be a very fun hike. And it doesn't really look like it's gonna rain. And if it is, it's not gonna rain much. Or it's not gonna rain like intense, but okay, so you see that plot thing, and then they show like all the plots of land in it. Man, when I was driving up here, there is a significant amount of building going on. Which I can understand, right? I mean, you've got like all of this forest, unfortunately, that they're gonna have to tear down. And then you've got, you know, gorgeous beach views. So you can't expand Phuket forever. They gotta go elsewhere. So I'm really interested to learn why those women are in those outfits. I mean, because it's like Thursday, but I don't know if like special stuff happens on Sundays or whatever. But anyway, I mean, if she was really committed, she would lay on the line and then just kind of like sacrifice her whole body for the game. But it's all right. I think she's pretty committed, to be honest. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of pigs. And there's like little piglets, I guess. I don't know. There's a big pig over there, which is the mama pig. She's quite large.
White pig.
White pig?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah.
They just said you feed?
Yes.
Really?
Before they stay only in park.
And they're friendly? They don't
yes.
bite?
No. Now many people come and throw food.
Oh, so they, yeah.
They come every time.
All day, every day.
Every day.
That's great.
Yeah, see some.
Oh my, and there's even more.
Yeah. More than 100.
Really?
Yeah, have
all over the, or just on this side?
Just on
both sides?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have elephant, have deer, have
Really?
monkey.
Oh, I love monkeys.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Big, every day they come in.
The monkeys?
Yes.
Do they like climb all over your...
Yeah. We give food.
You do? That's good. Good for you. That's awesome.
Sometimes have elephant walk around here.
Yeah?
Yeah. But not see every day elephant.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty nice. That's pretty hilly though for an elephant, right? Don't they like flat? Don't elephants like flat?
No.
They're okay? They can do
Yes.
hill? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We got big park here, many million of acres.
Oh, right.
National
Oh.
park.
Oh, that's right. Yes, National Park. Is there entrance to National Park? Like, can you drive
entry, yeah.
up this or?
Yes. Around here.
Okay. And then that girl's standing in front of the street again for selfies. That's great. Good to talk to you. Thank you very much. Right on, man. That's cool. Okay, clearly this is not just for Thai tourists. That guy's English was excellent. I mean, again, you know, it was broken English, right? But totally understood him. This is crazy. There are more people here doing this thing than like hanging out at the beach. They were hanging out at that lookout point. So anyway, I'm gonna move on. It's just a little bit of the adventure today. So this is kind of a little bit more of what I was expecting. In other words, when I would see something on the map, right? It was like, hey, this is a lookout point kind of thing. And so I figured I'd pull over and show it to you. So where I was standing back there, man, there were even more dangerous, if you will, hills and cliffs, or not cliffs, but like this road is just awesome. Like I can't believe there hasn't been a video done about this road in Nakhon, Thammarat, because it's just, I mean, it's so unique. It's fantastic. So there's a house down, oh, it's some person's house. That's pretty sweet. That'd be pretty nice. Looks like there's almost like a greenhouse that they're making like right there. Or maybe it's just the frame of a roof that's been decayed. This is getting a little darker than it was before. But, you know, I'm waterproof and I have a waterproof GoPro. Although I don't have the waterproof door on it right now. But it does look pretty. So, you remember what that guy said? About millions and millions of acres of this national park that's basically there and all over there? That's pretty exciting, man. That's, I believe there's an entrance to the park coming up here on the right, but I'm not sure. I will tell you, one of the things that I really appreciate is that, like, I didn't hear, no one beeped. There was not one person that honked their horn. If you come on this road, then, you know, you're not in a hurry. You're on this road for the enjoyment. You're potentially going to stop and enjoy it yourself. But you're also very appreciative that, or you're like totally respecting the fact that people are just going to completely stop on the road and take pictures of themselves right in the middle of the road. And so you just need to be prepared for that. there's a little guy down here. I lost him. But yeah. Now, and honestly, I mean, yeah, this is like more official right here, but I like the other parts better where people are just pulling over the side of the road. You know, that guy mentioned monkeys and elephants, and I just, God, I mean, I would want to hang out there until because I mean, I only thought I was going to see the one pig. And then just as I was leaving, right after I shut the camera off, 3 of them just ran across the road. So, I don't know. It's just, you know, it's just random stuff like that. And I really appreciate that. So, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to see if there's like an entrance to this park kind of thing. And then, I don't know if I'm going to go for a hike. Again, I put the waterproof door on, and, you know, I'm waterproof. Got everything else in the car, which is another reason I got the car, right? So, anyway, all right, let's continue on. And that almost sounded, I thought it was like one of those big trucks, but it's just a Toyota in low gear. So, all right, off we go. I was making a comment to Rob the other day about the things I'm gonna miss when I go back to the US, and I don't mean like permanently move to the US. I'm talking about like when I go back there and, you know, I'm hanging out there, right? Because, I mean, there's so many things here like during my daily life that I just really, really appreciate. Not the least of which is like I'm gonna actually miss motorbikes driving the wrong way on the road. I like seeing that for some reason. I'm gonna miss airports that you walk out of the plane onto stairs, onto a tarmac, and then you just walk into the, you know, thing. I'm gonna miss having an area that I guess red and white stripe means don't park here. And I'm gonna miss being able to basically just park. I mean, provided I have my flashers on, right? Then like it's okay. I mean, everyone's been parking all up and down this road, and so that's what's crazy, right? So I think you're actually supposed to park here. You must be able to park here. I mean, I can't believe that they would make this thing in the middle of the street like this, and then have this whole like, you know, thing here, right? And have the expectation that people aren't going to park there. That would just be like really weird. First thing I did when I thought about looking in here is I said, oh, I wonder if they have power in here. Because if they have power in here, I could do a live stream from here. Actually, I'm sorry, I can't do a live stream from here. I actually checked, I have 0 coverage. There's not even like, you know, H+ or anything like that. But hopefully you can hear that. I don't know if you can. So there's a little bit of a Mike's Beach down there. That's actually a restaurant, like right down there. And if I go back and I go down, then there's a restaurant there. Starting to rain a little bit, and so therefore I'm mildly distracted by the fact that I left the window open in the car, but that's okay. It's a rental. You know, here's what's funny. I just saw this, right? So this is done in hundreds of countries, right? There's varying degrees of like things that say that on their smoking kills. I don't know if that's from Thailand. I thought Thailand has like the dead babies on it or something like that. But anyway, does it do anything? Does it stop anybody from smoking? Because they're like, oh, wait, the documentation tells me that this could... It never stopped me when I was a smoker. I mean, anyway. See, so that guy's like coming along, and then he's back out on the road. He didn't bother to stop. And I don't get it. He could have totally stopped. Or maybe he was like, I'm not in the mood to share it with a gringo. There's a farang over there, and he's obviously messing it up. People look at me. I will say that. Like when I was at this previous stop and I got out, right? I mean, they like kind of look at me and, you know, they're like, I'm like, okay, you're tourists. So all I am is maybe a tall, balder one. Like I don't, but in any case. Yeah, that guy also said deer. So there's a deer sign right there. He says that there's deer up there, monkeys, rike, and so yeah, so I may spend some time in this area for a while. Actually, maybe I'll find a hotel or something down there, and then tomorrow morning get up, have some breakfast, do some hiking or something like that. I mean, my Nikes are fine for hiking, and you know, I mean, I've been up into places where it's like I had a rope, and the only way to get up there was to drag myself, basically. Not, you know, crawling up a rope straight, but it was, you know, it was definitely hiking, but I didn't need hiking boots. Okay, so it's Thursday, right? So I wonder what this is like on a Friday or Saturday. because this van here, very, very, very common. Oh, in fact, you know who was in there? Was the women who had their like colored outfits, and she smiled at me, so that was cool, because I'm cool. But this is just concrete. It's not real wood. So, but again, I like the discovery. So I think I'm going to continue that around this area, because I had no idea that Nakhon Thammarat had all of this available. Now, that's the second person that's like pulled in here and then like pulled away. And again, I don't know if it's because I'm here or whether it's because they're like, oh my God, dude, it's red and white stripes. Don't you know that means nuclear holocaust? Like, oh, see, there you go. I'm not a local. The other thing I'm gonna miss, not locking my car. Yeah, there's so no thievery around here. Anyway. Maybe I'm tempting fate, but anyway. Plugging the charger back in, gonna cruise down, and I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna look for like a beachfront hotel bungalow kind of place that's nice and quiet, and maybe there's a restaurant nearby, and get some dinner. I think it's like 3:20, so you know, it's kind of getting to around like the sort of the late lunch / early dinner time, which is usually when I eat for the evening. So anyway, all right. Onward and upward. If you're curious about like why people pulled up there and then didn't stop, I think it's because red and white mean don't park, and black and white mean yeah, sure, you can park here, dude. Are you kidding me? So live and learn. But yeah, I think that's why they drove past the little further. But again, it's like, you know, this place has a lookout, but so did that. But it's not, I don't know. I'm always learning. Well, that's kind of interesting. Like at one point they had the whole social distancing things here and people could stand that amount apart, which is always good, which is why Thailand is so successful. They were quite diligent about putting that everywhere, and people still are diligent about it. That's a great looking area down there. So I get in the car and I say, okay, I'm gonna keep going. Because I get in the car and I say I'm gonna keep going. And I get in the car and I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep going. And then I go, and then literally like around one corner, there's another blue sign that says scenic area, scenic area. So, see, this is more what I'm talking about. Well, first of all, this soil is awesome. But this is more what I'm talking about right here. There's a little bit of it in English, but for the most part, it's in Thai. Huge fan, huge fan. Look at that, because then it gets like all over the, it's like red dirt from Kauai. It reminds me of that. That's pretty neat. Big fan of elephants, no matter what they are. Statues are real life. All of them are wonderful. I'm a huge fan of all of them. No throwing trash. Fully support that. Oh yeah, so they get plants and then they like cover them to make sure that they kind of grow. That's kind of cool. Now there's a bunch of people on the other one, but there's no one on this one except me. So I can't help but wonder, like, wait, is this the one with the bad luck? So, but yeah, this is I'm gonna label Nakhon Thammarat as basically selfie city. This is, I mean, again, it's a province, right? But I believe there's also a city of Nakhon Thammarat, but I'm not completely sure. High concentration of Muslim folks here in this part of Thailand, and as you get further south, that is the case. Phuket has a high density of them in certain areas, and really you only hear anything bad when you start talking about the areas that are way far south, like the furthest south, like provinces and that sort of thing. There's always some sort of chatter on the news about, you know, people being killed, basically. So, but I'm confident that won't happen here, so that'll be good. These little tour vans are sort of back in session. That's good for the Thai economy, so that's always a plus. And now that everyone has sort of left that one, I think I'm going to go out on that one, because once again, I will no longer bother anybody if I go out there by myself when everyone else is not there. So there. How you doing? Sawadee krap. And yeah, it's interesting how they have the red things. I wonder if like this thing gets so popular that literally it's just like, you know, people line up to come out here, and then they walk in a line, and then they all walk 1 or 2 meters apart, and then they And then they take a selfie and then they go back to the car. I wonder if that's sort of the process here. Because I can tell you, I mean, if you think about it like this, like, okay, so the parking lot is essentially full of cars. And obviously that people will park in the black and white as well as the red and white. But it's just sort of an interesting, it's an interesting thing to have happen right now. And again, I get it. It's high season. It's peak season. It's December. But it's not like, you know, the Thais are necessarily, oh yeah, where are you going to go on your family vacation? Well, after we celebrate Christmas. No, I mean, that's a retail holiday, man. That's not, you know. So those are nice break. And then there's a part of the road over there that I honestly, I bet if I just like pulled over and started hanging out up there too, no one would really, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to say anything anyway, unless I do something drastically illegal because I'm a foreigner. But interesting, very interesting. I'm digging it around here, guys. I'm digging it. Digging it. And with that, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, then there's a high likelihood that you actually just drive down the street, don't stop, and are even incredibly safe when you do it. And don't put yourself in harm's way by standing there looking cool. And that means you're boring.